Hey gang, today I'm back in Crystal River, Florida. We're fishing out of the beautiful Plantation on Crystal River, one of the best on the west coast of Florida. Captain Shidler, he's taking me fishing. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's gonna be off the hook. We made a very short run, really, just kind of out to the mouth of the river. We're fishing some passes here this morning. We got a really high tide, beautiful morning. The weather's absolutely incredible. Got a light breeze. Tide's starting to go out, which is what Clay wants here. We're gonna work some edges this morning. He's got some snook and some redfish on these points. We're throwing some mirror lures this morning. We'll see what the good Lord gives us today, but so far it started out to be a beautiful morning.
There he is.
Did you see that strike?
That is awesome.
Oh my God. First fish of the morning. Provoked.
31, 32 inch snook.
Mirror lure provoker. Woo!
That's awesome.
Unbelievable. Hey, come on. I gotta have some. Unbelievable.
So, what we're doing, Mike,
explosion.
is I'm working a provoker and you're working a mirrodine. A lot of times these snook are feeding on needlefish. I've been working a twitch pause, slower subsurface. On that one, I worked it high and fast across the surface like an escaping needlefish. That provoker's a longer profile, similar to a needlefish.
And I noticed too, you're fishing without a jig head. You're just fishing the provoker just on a circle hook.
Actually a J hook.
Oh, it's a J hook, okay.
Yep, if you notice that snook came up behind it and ate it, came toward me, you wanna have that J hook so hopefully you can catch him in the lip. A lot of times he'll spit that plastic bait before he makes a turn and you can catch him in the corner.
Okay.
There's a lot of ways to catch snook, but working any kind of longer jerk bait with a really high, fast retrieve on the surface, you know, needlefish similar. So what we got right here, if you look down on the bottom, Mike, you can see we got all this kelp grass. And this snook has dug himself into it a little bit. That's what they like to do. There we go, we got him loose.
Nice fish. Makes it a good estuary for the redfish, obviously.
Of course.
What a beautiful way to start the morning. Crystal River, this place just never disappoints. It just never does.
There he is. Nice mid-slot fish.
A little dark bottom, or dark back to him too, huh?
Yep.
Floating on that grass. Come here, come here. There she is.
Them big old man paws on her.
I'm telling you.
That's a 32-inch fish right there.
All day. And look at the girth.
Yep.
It's a super thick fish. Look how thick she is across the back.
These estuary fish are extremely thick.
Eating those mullet probably, huh?
Yep, and of course with snook, you want that perfect, like I said, he ate it coming toward me. A circle hook would have never caught right there. That's why we tend to use a J hook. Of course, with live bait, we want to fish a circle. But we want to, you know, you got to have the opportunity to get that hook set wherever the point finds. We want it to set there.
What a beautiful snook.
There you go, and there's your provoker. You can see
here,
it just slides up the line. That's how we hook it. We run the nose hook method, and working it fast across there, that needlefish pattern and concept really gets them. And that's how we're rigging that jerkbait right there. You can see that nose hook, and if you put it in the water, you can see that it sinks. You can do a twitch pause like that. And then for the needlefish, we try to throw it and make it work across the top just like that, like a needlefish, and that's what he wanted. I made 2 casts in the same spot, 2 different retrieves, and that kind of high and fast skipping the bait across the surface like a fleeing needlefish really put him to it. He couldn't say no.
Take your time, get a good release, run some water over those gills and they'll let you know.
There you go.
And they've had enough. That is how you open a morning in Crystal River. Wow.
There you go.
Woohoo! Here we go, here we go.
Snook on. There he goes. He
figured it out.
Easy on him. He's hooked deep.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. You know why he's hooked deep? because he lumped that Mirazine. Captain Clay shined on Crystal River. Absolutely incredible. If I was going to ask you one surefire tip to help people catch more big snook, what do you think it would be?
Really and truly, you need to use current to your advantage to catch snook. Presenting a bait properly with the current. You know, perfect world scenario, you have the wind and the tide going opposite directions. Therefore, you cast with the wind and bring it with the tide. Use the conditions, the prevailing conditions, to your advantage as much as you possibly can. I'm going to show you something, Mike. A lot of people ask me why I run that 40-pound bite tippet. If you look at that piece of 40, you can see how beat up it is.
That's from all that splashing and that gill plate.
Yep, of course.
Throwing his head, trying to cut it. They got razor sharp.
That is exactly what we're looking for right there. Another great mid-slot fish.
That's awesome.
So, by all accounts, that's a great snook.
That's a great snook. Great snook. Phenomenal.
Awesome job.
Big brawny. Hey, you, awesome job, my brother. That's a crazy, crazy morning. We've had 2 fish this morning, both monster snook. Unbelievable. The mirror lure getting it done here in Crystal River. Wow. Enjoying the great outdoors with the Real Animals' great outdoors partner, the Plantation on Crystal River. Kings Bay and Crystal River is a designated manatee refuge. During the winter, this is home for more than 800 manatees seeking refuge in the warm, 72-degree spring water. These large, docile creatures who spend most of their day eating, resting, and swimming are on the endangered species list and are protected by federal and state laws. Operating under a government special use permit that allows for passive observation in the water, Crystal River is the only place in the world where divers can interact with the West Indian manatee. For the experience of a lifetime, you can see why the Plantation on Crystal River is our great outdoors partner. Well, we've making our way out this pass here and hit a couple of really nice looking bars, and Captain Clay got a really nice upper slot snook, mirror lure provoker, getting it done early in the morning, using a real unique technique with no jig head, just rigging up a regular J hook and letting that bait kind of float in the current. Really a unique way to get it done, and so far it's been a great morning. Oh, that one wasn't. Oh, he's on there.
There you go.
That time I got a hook in him.
How about you step left and I'll step right?
I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Swimming at me like a big trout. You know why? Because it is a big trout. Pretty fish, look at that. I'm gonna try to do a real nice quick release and leave this fish in the water. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful Crystal River trout there. Again, the Miradine and the provoker both seem to be just straight up getting it done this morning. You know, it's really nice, a nice morning and a great fishery when you can come in, throw soft plastics, throw hard baits, and catch great fish. It's really, really special. Nice fish.
There we go.
Oh,
there's my trout.
Atta boy.
I knew he'd eat it eventually.
Another nice fish though. God, look at that.
Most of these fish that we find on the oyster bars are pretty quality fish, truthfully. I'm gonna let him work a little bit of that out of his system.
he's a little energetic.
We're throwing these snook rods, and
I got a D hooker down there, so we don't even have to touch him. It's like a corner of the mouth fish.
Yeah. If you want to hand me that D hooker on the dash, I'd appreciate it.
One of the best tools to have on your boat.
Come here, buddy. You take that D hooker and run it down the line, and all you're gonna do is take it and reverse your angle. And there it goes.
The weight of the fish pulls it right off the hook.
Exactly. It is the greatest invention in the world for a proper release of any kind of fish that you can.
When you're dealing with those, you just caught a nice bluefish with all those teeth.
Yep.
You don't want to bring the bluefish in the boat, real easy. It's a lot safer. Spanish mackerel, trout that are very sensitive to your touch. If you're not going to keep them, D-hooker's a great tool. Catfish,
yep.
We go over this tool on almost every inshore show we do, and if you don't have one on your boat, shame on you. That's a great, great tool to have.
It's not playing games,
no,
is it?
it pretty much means business. You're gonna walk me around the boat, aren't you? Yeah. Come here, pumpkin. I'm gonna let you go. Oh, big jack. Oh, we're under the boat. We're under the boat. Come here, pumpkin. I don't know if I can pull the D-hooker off here with this or not, but I'll try. Come on, Betsy. Boy, one problem with them fish that eat like that. There we go. Boom. Gone. Cool
Great
fish.
job.
Cool fish, brother. Cool fish. Real Animals Tackle Box, brought to you by CCA Florida, the CCA Star Tournament, and FishBrain, the app for fishermen. In today's Real Animals Tackle Box, Captain Clay and I are using 7-foot 6-inch, 17-pound medium fast-action Real Animals Signature Series spinning rods, and 8-foot 40 to 60-pound extra heavy fast-action custom-built spinning rods, both by Bobet Rods. We were using Quantum Smoke PTS 40 spinning reels with 15-pound Spiderwire Ultracast Invisibraid and 25-pound Berkeley Prospect fluorocarbon leader on the inshore rods, and Quantum Cabo PTS 80 spinning reels with 65-pound Spiderwire Ultracast Invisibraid and 80-pound Berkeley Prospect leader for the shallow water grouper. Inshore, we were throwing 5-inch MirrOlure provokers in bone silver, fished on a 3/0 J-hook, and MirrOlure Mirrodine XL in greenback white belly for the snook and trout. For the grouper, we were throwing shallow diving plugs and the Cobia 8 alive pinfish free-lined on a 3/0 J-hook. Real Animals Tackle Box is brought to you by Quantum, the real choice for the real animals. MirrOlure, the record setters. Ingle Coolers, the first, the best, your last. Bobet Rods, combined with original Fuji guides for a difference you can feel. Spiderwire, nothing gets away. Ray Marine, go hunting underwater. Dorado Boats, built to last a lifetime. Real Animals Tackle Box, brought to you by CCA Florida, the CCA Star Tournament, and FishBrain, the app for fishermen. Had an absolutely fantastic morning fishing inshore. Caught some beautiful trout. Caught a couple of really, really nice upper slot snook. Now it's about midday, and we've traveled about 4 miles out into the Gulf of Mexico, and we're gonna do some shallow water grouper fishing. Captain Clay's got some great rock piles out here. We're gonna throw some diving plugs and drag them across some of these rock piles and see if we can get some big gag grouper. Should be an even better afternoon.
There we go. When you hear the reel lock like that, that's how you know it's a fish.
Oh, how cool is that? Like I said, you're gonna get roasted.
That's a better fish. Now get in there as fast as you can.
This could get really, really crazy. So we pull up at the first rock pile,
Yep.
couple little taps on your natural color, but I hook a fish.
Yep.
And obviously I'm throwing this tigered up, crazy orange and yellow thing.
Yep.
But then you switch right away.
Oh yeah.
You think that quick? I mean, you can make a decision on that's the color they want?
Particularly this time of year, we throw bright colors. I put on a natural just to see, and
Okay.
immediately the bright color got hit.
Look at that.
There you go. That's what we're here for. Golly, there he is. Oh, and he's boiling on the top too.
Smile for the camera.
Holy Christmas. If you cast over to a rock and you hook up, I'm probably gonna cast right behind you.
Because there's probably more than one on that rock.
A lot of times that tends to be the case. There we go.
Look at the size of that pretty one, huh? Now, how close can you get to these rock piles? You know, we're on the trolling motor, but how close can you get and still have them be productive? Do the fish get spooky out here?
They can, yeah. I mean, you don't want to run them over.
Crystal River, come get you some. Captain Clay Shidler getting it done. Woo! Let's catch another one.
All right.
That's crazy.
And that is what Cast and Plugs for Gags looks like.
Oh, he came back.
We got it again,
Came back
baby.
and hit it again.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that one's a big fish.
That looked like fun. It almost looked painful.
I will tell you this. If for any reason you have any shoulder problems or anything like that, he is going to be a poor choice to grouper fish with, let me just tell you.
Yeah. There you go. Show me how angry you can get.
He's angry, bro. That was insane. Hit it once and missed it. Came back and freight trained it. Almost put my shoulder buckets. Now keep in mind, this is what we did this afternoon. This morning, we were catching big snook. Wow, unbelievable fishery. What a time, what an absolute time. That's totally real animal style right there. Closed captioning brought to you by Gator Ford. Real Animals Hook It and Cook It, brought to you by Rumfish Grill at the Guy Harvey Outpost. I'm at the Rumfish Grill on St. Pete Beach, Florida. I'm with Chef Tyson. Chef, what are we cooking today?
Today we're going to be making shrimp and grits. We're going to start with a little oil in the bottom of the pan. We have our Gulf shrimp. I use 6 pieces per order. So we're going to brown the shrimp on the one side. Once you get that color on the one side, I'm going to flip them over. And now we're going to make our pan sauce. So we add some shallots, some minced shallots in there, some garlic. Going to deglaze with a little white wine. Nice shrimp stock. Now we're going to add our shrimp and grit base for the sauce. This is basically some stewed tomatoes, caramelized onion, some tasso ham, and pickled okra. Cook the stock out, bring the grit sauce back. Our grits over here are stone ground grits. We use stock and cream, butter, pecorino cheese. So our stock is basically cooked down now. It's getting chunky again. We're gonna add a little chopped thyme sprigs to there.
Okay.
A little basil. Then we're gonna add our butter. It's gonna add a little richness. All right, so now that the butter's all the way incorporated, we're gonna finish it with a little parsley. So we're just gonna line the shrimp around our grits. And we just like to top our shrimp and grits with some sauteed spinach. It's sauteed with a little olive oil and some minced shallots.
Looks amazing, smells amazing. Great job, Chef.
Thank you.
For this recipe and more, go to our website. Real Animals Hook It and Cook It, brought to you by Rumfish Grill at the Guy Harvey Outpost. On our way in here, we spotted a really nice cobia off one of these markers. We're going to spin around and see if we can stick a hook in one. Fish on!
Dude,
Cool fish though.
You're gonna need to fight a little bit.
What's that?
He's gonna need to fight a little bit because I ain't putting him in this boat like this.
No, he's gonna be a little green.
Unless you get Captain Mike Anderson with the bear paws.
Yeah, I'm not bear pawing that.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Running in the channel.
Just headed in.
Headed in. That's why you always keep your eyes open, right, Mike? You never know.
Oh, you never know. Actually, we were looking for triple tail. Spot a cobia.
There you go.
Yeah, he's stuck. In the death roll.
Got the jaws of life on him now.
Yeah, death roll. Yeah, but he's got a wire leader. That's why it's in there, because it's deep. Really deep.
It's a pretty fish.
Beautiful fish. Really cool. Really cool. Them colors on them.
There you go.
Dude, really?
That's awesome. On the way to the dock, catch a legal cobia like that.
You got to come get you some of this kid. He is absolutely a witch. You're a witch.
That's awesome. It was a good time.
Woo! Captain Clay Shidler, absolutely an amazing day, dude. How do we start at a place like the Plantation on Crystal River, roll out, catch slot snook, catch big beautiful trout, roll out to keeper, gag, grouper, one after another, unbelievable, just almost ripping the rods out of our hands, and then we're rolling on our way back in, and I think we saw a cobia, and catch a cobia to boot. What an incredible day, bro. Your fishery is special.
It's a lot of fun. You know, we've got a very diverse fishery, from the backcountry to the shallow water grouper, all the way to the offshore and the migratory cobia. It was a lot of fun, and we really did accomplish a lot today.
What an amazing, amazing day on the water. We certainly hope you enjoy this week's episode as much as Clay and I enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm Captain Michael Anderson, reminding you that whatever you do, don't let your kid be the one that got away.